Alex would be devastated.
You've been in the finals before, John, yourself. You know, there's a little bit of pressure out there. You don't. A lot of players, you know you're going to feel that pressure.
Certainly is, and to be honest with you, a lot of the top players still feel that pressure. There's very few of them, probably a handful of blokes that you'd say don't feel a pinch, and that's why he is called the Iceman, because he gets the job done, and that is so uncharacteristic. It's unbelievable. He's a world-class player, and as I say, for 25 years, most prolific player, winner of tournaments in Australia. He'd be struggling to understand that, but I'll guarantee you one thing: he'll be back on the job now. About to start the fourth frame.
Alex leading 2 frames to 1. John Russell's just stepped out of the commentary box, and we have a new commentator that has stepped in, introducing Mr. Steve Misford into the commentary box. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, Phil. Here we are at the Anzac tournament, and it's a great atmosphere here. And
Alex at the table here, leading 2 frames to 1. Uncharacteristic last frame, missed an easy black, Steve. You don't see that too often for the Iceman, but obviously feeling the pressure a little bit out there.
Yeah, I didn't think the Iceman felt pressure, hence the nickname the Iceman, but
I think we all feel it at times, Steve.
He definitely doesn't show it, and he's played a fantastic shot there to cover the pocket. And I'm sure he put that behind him and focus on this frame. He's I don't know, Phil, what do you reckon? His balls are in a very commanding position in this frame. He looks to have the table covered there around the black.
The yellows seem to be the better balls at the moment, but Travis is an excellent containing play.
Well, look at that shot. I mean, that's a bit unlucky, really, but the red's dropped.
But tried to lay that one up, but it fell in.
I think he'll probably try to do the same thing here. What do you think, Phil? Would he just try and cover that pocket there?
I reckon he'll just try and lay one of those reds on the other side of the table over the hole and try and get some coverage.
Judgment of pace there, excellent, really, very good.
Alex seems to be in awesome form. That black the last frame he missed, I couldn't believe it. He hasn't missed a ball like that in such a long time, but just goes to show you that everyone's human. He can miss.
What was that plant he played? I looked over and he played like a plant.
In the last frame, Steve?
Yeah, he sort of planted one of his balls onto the black and put a ball into the middle.
Yeah, he played a great shot.
Sometimes it's not the pressure, it's just like you've made such a great out, you just lose a little bit of concentration.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think you already potted the ball, and you have a look and it's still on the table.
Alex just trying to keep a bit of control there, trying to put the red into a worse position than it was already in.
What would you say, Phil? Like these two guys, two of the best players Australia's produced tactically. Two-shot pull.
Yeah, well, Steve, in two-shot pull, I've always said, I've been playing the game for about 25 years. Alec Evreniadis is the best two-shot pool player I've seen. You know, like I've asked Alec who the greatest pool player he's ever seen is, and he says Quinton Hand. That's because Quinton Hand won the world title, and he has never done that. But as far as out-and-out pool goes for consistency, like Quinton hasn't won all the tournaments Alex has won, but we all know Quinton's a great player. But I think out-and-out as a pool player, I think this man here at the table, for consistency over a long journey, has been the best player that I've seen. And
yeah, he's just kept it up for a long time. He's had a long career. He's been at it probably over 20 years, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Alec has been playing for probably around 20 years, and you know, he's just won so many of these tournaments. I can't even fathom to imagine how many he's won. I know the Albury tournament, I don't know too well, I haven't been in it to myself, but I know he won that 3 times straight, which is just phenomenal to win a pool tournament 3 times in a row. It's just unheard of. You should know, Steve, you've won a few of these yourself.
Well, actually, Phil, I haven't won one yet, but I've been in a few finals, but yeah, I've run into Alex on one occasion. But to keep up.
Sorry, mate.
No, that's all right.
I was sure that you'd won one there somewhere along the line. I know with your snooker career that you've got many titles, so we'll let you off that one, Steve. Yeah, unfortunately, we both ran into Travis Crawley today. I played him in the quarter-finals and couldn't stop him, and you had a couple of opportunities in your semi-final, but he just keeps getting the job done. He's so consistent as well. Maybe tried to move that red there. He's really not looking in a favourable position here. Alec seems to have the upper hand in this frame. Travis may be looking at playing red off the rail onto yellow, potting the yellow and covering the pocket, covering 2 of Alex's yellows here if the shot's on, which he's done, but he's only covered one of them, which may not be good enough. Where these balls are placed, Steve, I think that Alex has got a very good opportunity to clear the table here and win this frame. There's only one awkward yellow that's on the side rail, but with two visits here, you'd expect him to get that one out, and Black's definitely on, so yeah, I can't see a problem here for Alec. Score right now at 2-1 to Alec Evreniadis. I'm just going to roll this yellow in. Sure, he'd take the one over the other side and just leave himself on a double to set the yellow up or make it. The black goes in the centre or the corner, so Alex has seen something else that we haven't. What do you think he is, Steve? What do you reckon he's going to do?
I don't know. I think he might be just playing to touch this yellow just past the red and leave it over the hole. He's looking at that.
He's looking at it, but he's changed his mind.
Yeah. Looks like he's going the way you said, Phil. Just dropping this in and doubling. Oh.
The thing was, I just looked back at the angle we were on. He was actually off angle on that yellow, so he couldn't really hold the white for the slow double across, which I suggested before. So he was probably trying to come past the red.
Yeah. He just seemed to get down and hit that one, which is unlike Alex, who a little bit.
Still has 2 visits, I think. So if he makes contact with this yellow, depending on the result, still a chance. No. White ball's gone in the pocket. 2 visits to Travers, and I'd say Alec is in a spot of trouble.
Yeah, first shot will be just to take this red down the rail, squeeze it in between the yellow, knock the other red, hopefully into the pocket, and still has 2 shots, and there's no real trouble here. Just got to get this first shot right, I think. Just make sure this red hugs the rail.
That's exactly what he's done, Steve. You couldn't have called that any better. His body language there doesn't look like he's exactly happy with that shot, but perhaps the red has landed a little bit close to the yellow, and can he get on it? I'm not sure, but looks from up here he can, but we're a little bit off angle in this position we're sitting in there today, so not 100% sure whether he can land on that red that's closest to the yellow. Oh, he's played a containing shot there, but it's not the best of shots. Hasn't got the snooker, but not much Alec can really do here.
I think a couple of mistakes creeping in now, Phil. I mean, it's been a long day. We started, 9 o'clock in the morning here, and
yeah, we started about 9 o'clock, and yeah, it is a long day, Steve. You're right.
It's tough to keep your concentration going all day, so it's just a few little mistakes creeping in.
That's played a pretty good shot there. Like the yellow may go under the red, so Travers has to make sure that he doesn't leave Alec a chance to cut that yellow under the red. I'm sure he'll put the white on the opposite side of the table so he doesn't leave him that opportunity. Just having another look. Well, Travers is probably going to go all out for the pot here. If he makes the pot down to the bottom yellow pocket, as you would in snooker. Oh, I don't know if he's got that white far enough across. I reckon he's given Alec a slight chance of a very thin cut. What do you think, Steve?
I wouldn't like to be playing it, Phil. It's very, very thin, and playing such a thin shot, you don't really know where the cue ball's going to end up as well. So
I reckon what Alec maybe
doesn't have much choice, but yeah.
He may actually be looking at playing the yellow into the rail, off the closest red to the yellow, and then into the pocket. That's the way he just lined that shot up, like a cannon off the red, Steve. Oh, that's what he attempted.
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant try.
Phil, that was a great call, mate. That was one of the greatest bits of commentary I've seen, mate. I didn't think that was possible, but he has played that absolutely to perfection. He's just got the yellow in just far enough. I don't think Travis can squeeze that red pass now. So.
Well, back home, Steve, I play with this Alec Evreniadis in the same Super League team, and I watch this guy week in, week out, and I see the kind of shots he plays, and I just know how he plays so much. I just called that shot. Oh, Travis wasn't trying to pot that ball. He was trying to lay that up.
What do you do now? This is just I don't think he can win from here. It's just
He may be able to play the red down to the top pocket here, where the yellow
cover
is,
the yellow
and put the white over on the side rail. Hopefully cover the yellow with a snooker. I can't see too many other options. No good pot in the red because the other one obviously doesn't go. Oh, he's fouled there, giving Alec 2. Killed the black, but
I think that's probably his best option in that situation. Like what the shot he's played, like
got the worst shot of all time. But
this isn't easy. Like he's.
those situations, Steve, Alec just seems to come up with his shots all the time. Like he's in a difficult position, but he plays the shots just so well. That's a great black there from Alec. Crowd like it, and that's a 3-1 lead to Alec Evreniadis.
Alright, so 3-1 to Alex, and Travis has got a very good chance here on the yellows. Just come a little bit too far on that one. He's queuing over the red into the middle, but still shouldn't be a problem. Missed pot there due to the awkward queuing, I think, over the red ball. Presents Alex with a very good chance to win the title here.
What's happening, Steve? Just had to leave the arena for a little bit there, and
well, a little recap for you, Phil. Travis broke. Just missed the yellow into the middle. He was on yellows. And now Alex has a nice little chance here to win the title, really. He's got one red that's in a bit of trouble there next to the yellow, but there's no other problem with the other four reds, which are pretty much in the open. It's just a matter of landing on that red to the... He's got a little spot there where he can land and have the red into the corner.
There's a spot underneath it, isn't there? Getting there, that's the problem.
Yeah, but he's...
They'll be looking for an angle, perhaps off one of those two reds down this end of the table to drop underneath that red for the same pocket. If he can make that angle and get on it, he's every chance to finish the frame and match.
And win the Anzac pool comp for 2 years running, which will be a huge achievement. Really.
Yeah, it's hard enough to win one of these tournaments. To win 2 straight is just unheard of. I know he's won 3 titles in a row of these type of tournaments, so if he can win 3, he can definitely win 2. That looks like absolutely perfect, Steve.
I think so, mate. It's all about the pace of this next shot. I think the angle's pretty natural. He might need a little bit of left-hand side to get. Oh well, he's actually looking at dropping behind this and putting it into the middle pocket.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's just
there's no problem at all. I think he's not even going to try and get around for the corner pocket. He's going to land on it for the middle.
Well, he's a bit short for that. He's not happy with that. He's still there. It's still there. But he would like to be a little bit straighter behind it, so he can.
But the good thing about this is he's got the angle with the cue ball to come out for the black.
If anyone can make this shot, he can.
Yeah. If he gets this right, he's going to be perfect on the black to the middle.
Oh no, he's got way too much. Overcut that one there, Steve. Didn't really go close at all. I actually like the option of dropping underneath behind it. I thought he had enough room there to come around and come underneath that. If he dropped perfect, well, it was pretty simple. He obviously saw something else that he liked, but didn't quite execute it good enough. We expect Travis to win this frame now. He's just too good a player to let these situations slip. He's got options. He can attack, or he can lay a snooker and get control of the frame. Looks like he's on the attack, Steve.
Well, I don't know, Phil. I think he might be. He might be dropping behind that yellow that's over the pocket there soon. I think.
We've played against Travis quite a few times, and knowing him with that yellow up the other end of the table, I'm pretty sure he'll be playing a containing snooker here. Well, it doesn't seem like it. He seems to be a little bit more aggressive in this final than I've watched him in the earlier rounds. Like against me, he didn't really take on anything where he thought was half a risk of going wrong, but in this match he seems to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't know how you found him, Steve, in your game, but he seems ultra on the attack here. Perhaps he's a little bit frightened of Alec, knowing how aggressive Alec is. Oh, here we go, left-handed. Don't see this too often. He's given Alec a shot at the court, top bottom pocket, but very hard to come back around on the black. It's not actually a bad shot Travis has played there.
Get on the black, can he, Phil? There's no way to get on this.
No, I can't see how he can, Steve.
Pot is so difficult.
No, the pot's typically he's landed as we call Chinese, like not behind the ball, over the top of the ball, so it's always difficult cueing when you're bridging over a ball like this. I'll tell you what though, this man is such a great cueist. Like, he may go full out at this pot and try and bring the white ball right around the table. I've seen him do some incredible things. He's tried to cover the bottom pocket, which he hasn't done. So I'd say Travis will take the ball that's closest to the pig spot there. No, he's taking the ball that's over the hole. He's going back to his defensive mode. Didn't even attack the balls there.
That is a very good snooker because the spot Alec needs to hit the red is sort of where the middle pocket is. So
yeah, he's going to have to use a bit of side on this.
He's going to have to come out with side and try and create an angle.
Well, I think that was actually a miscue there from Alec. Didn't even go close. Like, it looked like he noticed. I can't even remember the last time I saw him do that, Steve. So that's just so uncharacteristic from Alec Evreniadis. In this situation, he's just about handing Travis the frame now. Travis has got options everywhere here. He can take the one over the pocket, which he probably will. Would have been like to been a little bit straighter on this yellow, you know, like these shots can go wrong. You know, they can jaw and sit back behind the red, or he's played out excellently. Still 2 visits to go. I can't see a problem here, Steve. Black in the centre pocket. Down goes that black, and that would be 3-2 to Alec. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Phil. 3-2.